What is up, guys? Okay, so it's Friday morning, a little bit after 10 o'clock, I think, and was able to get out of work early today and getting on the trail because it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. So I don't think I'm going to be able to meet with my PTA group tomorrow, and so I'll end up doing something either on the trainer or go to Club 4 or something like that, or we'll see what happens. But anyways, got on the scale this morning, down another pound. Yay! Really good about that. And here's the deal, is two topics of discussion I'm bringing up today. One is high intensity training. And I agree, I am always for going faster, going longer, going stronger and everything. That's kind of my mantra. It's a guy thing. But sometimes backing off on training and taking additional rest, particularly when the intensity is higher, is a key factor and a really important. It is incredibly important to do that to allow your body to recover effectively. Case in point, this morning with my 615 group up at Underground Strength and Performance, we were doing Nordic curls. And for those of you that know what Nordic curls are, you know what I'm talking about. The only way that I can describe Nordic curls as far as how they feel, because they're a hamstring exercise, is imagine you are doing dry needling. For those of you who've done dry needling, it's what I'm talking about, but or acupuncture, really deep acupuncture. But imagine you're doing dry needling hooked up to an electrical current and doing leg curls simultaneously. Let's just say they suck, but they're incredibly effective. And so because of the intensity with it and because of how much motor recruitment that they actually require, you need to take additional rest between sets. And we were doing a 15-minute AMRAP, and literally the first time everybody got through. Now, granted, we had like a jog around the building and 10 calories on the bike or the rower also. But they came through that first round and just cranked it up. Now they only did 2 reps to start out with, and they added a rep each round. And needless to say, towards the end of it, they were breathing heavier and taking more rest in between, which was the goal. I wanted them to rest. And we generally get into this mode of I gotta go faster, I gotta do a circuit as quick as I can and keep moving the whole time through. And that's not always the case. Sometimes slowing it down and actually being effective with your training is a good tool and an effective tool for adaptation. That's the first thing. So, don't always feel like you have to go balls to the walls and hard and always moving. You can take a rest between sets. It's okay. You're actually gonna basically improve more rapidly by doing that. The second thing is competition. Healthy competition is good. Competition is effective. It's a good effective tool. Got group over there. Healthy competition is a good effective tool. The problem is that you've got sometimes where you are competing and it can get unhealthy. And when that happens, obviously, it's not a good thing. But I'll give you a case in point. I'll give you a good example. Anybody that's been riding with me, that's actually been riding with me, knows what happens when this happens. I can be on a bike trail, going good, and next thing you know, somebody passes me, especially if they're on a mountain bike. If they're on a mountain bike, it's on. I'm cranking down, I'm putting the pedal to the metal, and I'm going at it. And I will drop, basically change my gears, and I will crank it up just to pass those son of a bitches. I do that. That's not exactly healthy because everybody goes at their own pace. I get that. But sometimes competing against each other, especially when you are a little healthy competition, is a good thing to do. Case in point again, got a text message from my buddy Jeff, and he and I are doing this weight challenge together. And evidently I'm kicking right on his toes. So he wants to start training with me, coming in, once a week, once every other week, once a month, and we train together. We do that. And he basically said, he's going to start, changing up his diet and, alcohol, stuff like that. And he basically said, because I am, and I'm not going to basically say verbatim what it was, because but I'm going to paraphrase, is I'm right on his heels, and he ain't let me fucking catch him. I love it. I love it. So obviously that drives me a little bit also, because it's driving him, and that is good, healthy competition. That is what we want, and by doing that, so that, healthy competition is good. Competing against yourself, obviously that's a factor, but having somebody there to push you is a great thing. All right, lastly and this goes back against the, going balls to the walls training. I'll kind of jump back into that. I am about 13 miles into a 15-mile ride. No big deal. Today's a recovery ride. And I'm really excited because I just checked my stats, and my stats were, sorry, a little technical difficulty there. But anyways, had a family that was getting ready to cross over, and I didn't want to, put them in the shot. But my stats were, basically I'm 13 miles into a 15-mile ride, and my heart rate was roughly around 112 beats per minute average, or per, average. And I was running right around a 16 and a half mile an hour pace. So I'm roughly around 62% of my age-adjusted VO2 max, or age-adjusted maximum heart rate, which is fantastic. I'm loving this. But here's the difference. Here's the key thing. Heart rate is only a measure of stress. When it's hot outside, my heart rate's going to be elevated. When it's cooler outside, and it's 60-something degrees outside, it's obviously not going to have to be as elevated up. I'm sleeping a hell of a lot better. One of the things that I noticed was I got diagnosed with sleep apnea, and so instead of them prescribing a CPAP, they gave me a dental bridge or dental block or whatever it is. And I don't snore hardly at all. I think Christina said there's been a few times she's had to, kind of poke at me to make sure I'm still breathing, which is good. But, I'm sleeping a hell of a lot better. My training is on point. My nutrition is getting better. But here's the other factor with it. I'm not carrying around 30 pounds of excess weight, so I don't have to work nearly as hard. That's a key factor too. So heart rate is a measure of fitness. It is a measure of progress, but it's not the only thing. It just measures how much stress your body's under. So if I was really going balls to walls, if I was going 18, 19, 20 miles an hour, obviously my heart rate would be heavier up. But my goal today is recovery. My goal today is not to push it, is to recover up, because I had a hard day of training last night. I did a good bike session on Wednesday. I'm going to probably end up doing something on the trainer tomorrow. So it's about recovery, and that's the key factor. Other than that, guys, just an update also on my fundraiser for pancreatic cancer, for the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, PanCan, in memory of Sam Barry. I think we're over $700 right now, and I've got to put in my contribution with it also. I put in $50 so far to kind of kick it off, but I've got to put in my remainder $200, which is what I pledged on myself. So we're going to be well over $700, closer to $900 when all this is said and done in just a week. So I'm going to attach a link onto that. Remember, guys, remember Sam, hashtag remember Sam. Remembering Sam. And definitely, please donate to, help support this amazing cause. Of that, guys, have a fantastic weekend. If I don't catch you, peace out.